Hi everyone. So I've just tried to film while sat on my bed, but the sun. So today I'm doing a daily vlog. It might turn into weekly because I'm starting this quite late in the day and I don't feel well. So I don't know how much I'm going to do or how much I'm going to talk to camera. So it's either going to be daily or a weekend vlog, but the title of it will give it away, so you'll know before you even press play or start watching it. So it is Saturday. I have put makeup on just for the video. I wouldn't have typically had it on today, A, because I don't feel well, B, I'm not leaving the house, and C, I don't wear it at weekends, but because my hair doesn't need washing. So this is my favourite all-time bathroom cleaner. They do a spray version which I don't really buy. Every now and then I'll get it when it's £1, but this is ultimately my favourite. Now it used to be £1 in Asda. Well, it was £1 for a good while, but it's back at £2. Luckily it lasts me a long time, so I'm just about to clean the bath. But as you can see at the bottom, you see the black there. That's from a bath bomb by a brand called Lavana Cosmetics. It's one called Black Beauty, and it stained my bath. When I complained, she didn't want to know, and I was even told by an ex-friend called Helen, who has House of Ashes, not to bother Verity about it. Don't know why, but if you've got a business and you're making faulty products, you should be told, because then you can alter the recipe accordingly. And as you can see, there's also a bit of blue, some there. That's from a product from House of Ashes as well, so that's maybe why she didn't want me to complain, because they were making problems with theirs as well, but I believe they've altered the blue dye, so it's not doing that anymore. So I'm about to clean the bath because there's still some bath salts in the bottom from when I had a bath on Thursday, I think it was. So I'm about to clean the bath because I want a quick 15-minute bath. I hope you can hear me, but I got this in Aldi yesterday. There was loads of different ones, but because of where they were and people pushing me along, I couldn't have a good look at them. So I just grabbed this one, and I'm going to use it. I do have two from Moon products. There's one there, there's one here. I've got some in my office room as well. So I know Treacle is good. I'm just going to have a 20-minute bath so I can get dressed and show my face on camera, because I'm doing a weekly vlog. You would have seen me say hello before you've seen this footage, but that was filmed after I filmed this. There you go, a bit of a surprise secret there for you. I think this is really good. Smells absolutely insane. I've got a horrible sore throat trying to start again, so hopefully these will help me. That's with Skin Smooth Jojoba and Sapphire Oil. So as you'll see, I've just been in the bath. The start of this video was filmed after the bath and after I got ready, but you know, it's how the magic works. That's the thing about videos, you can slot things in where you want. So if you was like making a video showing how to make something, you could film it in different stages or whatever. I definitely need a drink. You can hear it in my voice, can't you? So yeah, I'm not very well. I've got a sore throat, a bit of a temperature, headache, feel crappy. got a really bad night's sleep Thursday night going into yesterday, which you would have seen in the last weekly vlog. I don't know what day this is going to go up. It's going to go up on a Sunday or a Tuesday because, as you know, I do put my other content up on a Sunday and Tuesday. So, you know, if I've managed to get it up on the Sunday, that would be ideal. But, you know, who knows. So, I do have a to-do list, but I've not put how long I'm going to do it in. It could be the weekend, it could be over the coming week. But I want to get some stuff done today. I don't know if my health is going to get worse. I don't know if it's going to get better either. That's the kind of issue with me and being ill. I feel like if I would have got a good night's sleep Thursday night, I would feel a lot better than I do now. But unfortunately, the person who caused all the problems for me last month, mainly this person, she went round telling lies about me to people. She even did these stories on Instagram after it all kicked off, saying that all she did was try and help me, and, you know, she spent hours daily trying to help me, and that kind of really threw me completely, because we talked about 5 or 10 minutes a day for about 3 days, not including the day it kicked off. The day it kicked off, there was about 5 minutes worth of conversations, and I was replying stupidly via voice message, and then her responses were totally different to what I was saying. And obviously she was playing a game and trying to make it look like I was saying things I weren't saying, but at the time I didn't realise until days later when someone I was speaking to was like, you know, they're all notorious for doing that. Like, there's someone on there who's got 20,000 followers who I used to watch when they were around 10,000 followers, but they kick off at people, they go on about their own mental health, then, you know, the next day they're kicking off at someone on the stories and making that person feel dreadful. And for my own mental well-being, I stopped following them when all this kicked off. But I didn't really watch much of their stuff for a long time, because every time I went on, they were kicking off at someone. And I think, you know, for someone who reckons they have mental health problems, they should know better than to go publicly to the 20,000 followers and name and shame people and make people feel really bad. And I just thought that was really quite nasty, and kind of it came across as bullying to me. So, you know, I stopped following them, especially when she's well known to be friends with the 4 involved in this whole thing, and she's a rep for one of them. You know, she tried to insinuate my doctor was doing something wrong. I didn't respond to her. I knew better than to respond. I knew what she was trying to do. She always goes along and tries to get people in conversations, and she will go on her stories and kick off about them. So I didn't respond. You know, she basically was the nail in the coffin with my mental health. She pushed me over the edge, and my mental health, you know, it was struggling for weeks and weeks leading up, because I did have a very toxic friendship which I was pulling away from, and I didn't know how to fully end it, because I felt guilty about not wanting to be friends with this person. But they were toxic, they were liars. A lot of what they were saying to me and other people was just lies, and they were making themselves out to be this really nice character, and sadly they weren't. But, you know, this vlog isn't about them. I'm just, you know, trying to explain why I'm so tired, because this other girl who I'd bought candles from that came quite horrifically damaged, you know, I'm going to show them in this video. I was going to show them in my weekly, but my weekly's ended now. I've started the weekend or week daily one. It arrived badly broken. I filmed the whole unboxing from taking the tape off to going into the box, because I had a feeling, based on other orders that had arrived, it weren't going to come in a good condition. And I wanted it to, because one of them was a present and I never got to give the present. I've had to source it elsewhere. It's cost me more money. I've actually won the PayPal case. I've got to send the crap back, which I'll gladly do. So yeah, I'm going to get on with things. Going to try and film as much as I can. I used to film so much. I used to show myself doing things. I don't know what I'm going to show in the daily/weekend vlog, but I just wanted to, I want to get some Tuesday and Sunday content up. I got one up last Sunday for you, and I do have some videos that I do want to film, so let's crack on. before I forget and spread these around the house, I'll show you my order from Noah. So I've been buying from Noah for a little while. As you can see, I've got another card handwritten to me. And I discovered them a few months ago, like 2-3 months ago, when I bought the Anxious Mind candle, but I got the small one, which is not this one. This is the mini one, so it's a size up from this, and it's a lot smaller than that. And it was around the time where I was being basically bullied on Instagram, which has carried on. It's the same person. I mean, bought some candles from this person, and they all turned out to be quite bad quality, but she kept feeding me this sob story, which apparently she does with everyone, and I felt sorry for her, but she just kept sending bad candles. Anyway, do you know when I didn't know what to do with myself, and I ended up at my doctor's and stuff, I was using my candle to help me sleep at night. I wasn't deliberately putting it on to sleep, I was putting it on to help relax me, and it was basically sending me to sleep, and I'd fall asleep for about an hour, wake up and blow it out. Then she released reed diffusers, and I didn't manage to get my hand on the Anxious Mind one, and I was talking to her, and she said, when you're ready to buy one, because I don't think I had enough money at the time, or I couldn't justify buying it. But really, well, I'll talk about this in a minute, but about a week and a half later, she released it in a different scent, but she made one up especially for me in Anxious Mind. So I've got the Anxious Mind reed diffuser in my bedroom permanently, and it's not as strong as the candle, but there's like a permanent scent of Anxious Mind in there. And then I was waiting for the giant candles to go back in stock, because it went out of stock quite a while ago, and she was releasing room sprays, and she was going to do the restock together. So a week ago tomorrow, Sunday, she released everything, including some incense sticks, which I didn't buy at the time because they're £10, and £10 is quite a lot of money when you've already bought that and that, because it comes to over £30. So I haven't bought the incense sticks, but she's going to carry on doing incense sticks, so I'm going to get them at some point, because there's a couple of the scents that I really want in incense, and I haven't had incense in years and years and years and years. But it's nice that someone's actually brought them back. Yeah, so I ordered the giant one. I think it's £17.99, but it is huge. Like, I can literally just pick it up. And this order arrived yesterday, by the way, and I was super excited because I was having a bad day yesterday, because this person from this candle business basically went into a group that they've got and lied about me. I had to open a PayPal claim, and this is where she kicked off and told a load of lies on the PayPal claim, and I've sent that to my solicitor, because she's defaming me, and also she's been talking about me with other small businesses, which is illegal. They're not allowed to talk about customers, but they are, and she's just basically proved that they're talking about me. So unfortunately I'm having to put up with this from them still. Grown women in the 30s and 40s. So, as I said, this has been like my life's saviour kind of thing, and it ran out. It was the size bigger than this, but these are the mini ones. So basically every order got a mini candle, and she put Chill Out in for me, and I'm glad she did, because it's gorgeous, and I'm going to get the bigger one at some point. I'm actually going to try this today. It's actually a lighter, I'd say it's a lighter version of Anxious Mind, but obviously it's got different scents in it, and I'm getting really into aromatherapy and oils. But yeah, look at how smooth the top is. Like, that is a really good, well made, quality candle with quality wax. You see? I can make candles really well, actually. Like the first one I made without reading how to do it. But this person who I've bought candles from in the past, who's basically caused all this drama, which I'll never understand, and I keep saying, like, I don't understand why someone would do this type of thing, But people keep saying to me, just because you wouldn't do it, like, because I automatically presume I wouldn't do it. So I can't understand when other people do it. It's just all confusing to me. I don't understand why people do it. So when I was speaking to the girl behind Noah last week, I said, what do you recommend? Room spray, because she also does, she was releasing Anxious Mind as well. I said, should I get Anxious Mind? And she recommended nap time because I wanted it to help me sleep. And Anxious Mind is not actually meant to make you sleep, but it makes me sleep. So even though originally I was going to get the matching room spray to match the candle, she recommended nap time. She said it's one of her favourites. So I ordered nap time. So I think that was $13.99. She does say on the website it lasts a good 2 to 3 months, but it also depends on how often you're using it. So if you're using it all the time, obviously you're going to get through it a lot. So as you can see, it's got eucalyptus and lavender in it, and it's a water-based one, I believe. But yeah, so yesterday I opened the box. Didn't really look at it too much because of everything that was going on, but I saw this and I grabbed this out of here last night and took it to bed with me. And I was extremely tired because I'd had 2.5 hours sleep the night before, because this person from the other business had kicked off on PayPal and made some really outrageous lies, but also gave evidence to say that other people, like the other House of Ashes, were lying about me as well. So yeah, I have the room spray and I sprayed it and I thought, oh, this smells really lovely, and I don't remember anything after that. So clearly this works, and I did wake up in the middle of the night and I could have easily gone back to sleep, but I sprayed it again and it smells lovely. So I know who's going to copy this. There's a business called The One Call. She was on my profile yesterday from her personal account. I wish she'd leave me alone because she's not a very nice person either. Yeah, so it's funny how they all put these acts on, but in the background they're not very nice people who they go around lying about people, and to this day I'll never understand why, but there you go. But yeah, they'll probably copy these because they've copied everything else. Unfortunately, there's always that one person that likes to copy, isn't there? But yeah, that is gorgeous. I don't want to spray it now because I don't want to go to sleep. It's not a good time to go to sleep, but yeah, I did make another order. I made it Wednesday, so I should have a mini candle in with it. I'm intrigued to see what mini candle she sends me because she knows I've had Anxious Mind and nap time. I've also ordered nap time in the small candle, which is bigger than that. I keep saying that, don't I? So she has a few scents I really want to try. I want to try coconut leaf. The one that I'd probably leave till last is probably the one I'm going to get. It's called, what is it called? Garden of Eden. I think Garden of Eden's the one that I least want. So you never know, I might end up with that one. I've not told her what I do and don't want. But I want to show you the top of this candle. This is absolutely gorgeous candle. Again, look how smooth that is. Super smooth. No problems with it. I'm going to show you the candles afterwards that I'm sending back. I don't want to put them together in the vlog because I don't want the beautiful candles here to be like the beauty to be taken away by the rubbish that's in that box, basically. But yeah, absolutely thrilled. I know I'm getting a big candle, one of these, as part of my birthday present. I don't even know what I want for my birthday this year, but I know I definitely want a big candle. I don't know what scent I'm going to go for, because obviously I'm going to try the nap time candle when it comes. I'm going to be trying the chill out candle and whatever other small candle she sends. So it'll either be one of the three, won't it? Because it's going to be something I've tried. I'm only going to get the big versions of the candles that I've tried. If I've not tried it, I'll get the small version. So yeah, it's either going to be Anxious Mind, Chill Out, Nap Time, or whatever the other small candle is when it arrives. But definitely go and check them out. I do have anxiety, and that does help massively. That helped me sleep, so if you're struggling with sleep, get that. And then I've got a gorgeous little Chill Out candle. So yeah, she's absolutely lovely as well. If you've got any questions, she's always happy to answer. We've had a few lovely little conversations recently. She's just a really nice person. So yeah, just talked about candles for 10 minutes, but I highly recommend them. I couldn't recommend these more. Totally blown away by them. I don't feel like I have to talk about them. I want to talk about them. Whereas when I was talking about other small businesses, I felt like I had to, and it was horrible. It was really affecting me mentally. But there you go. I'm using these at the moment. I've got 2 boxes. There's a box somewhere else that I can't find, but it's on here somewhere. I was previously using these. I kept the box because there's a voucher, but expiry date last year. Yeah, we won't be keeping the box anymore. I've normally put this in, and because it's not been in B&M for ages, I splashed out and got the Vanish because it was an offer for £5. And now they've got this back in not Aldi, B&M. So I don't know if I should buy another one of these for when this finishes, or just not clutter this up anymore. But I thought I'd show you what I'm going to put in. So I've put the colour and dirt collector. I mean, I don't know why it's collecting dirt, because, you know, yeah, I probably shouldn't film because there's stuff everywhere and I'm going to just knock stuff down. I feel like crap, I'll be honest. I've got my surf capsules. Oh, there's the other box. I've got 2 open because I couldn't find the box, and I must have thrown it over there. I feel like I should slide that in there. Yeah, that'll free up some room at the back. So I like the surf capsules. They had some in yesterday, but I knew I had a bag on the go. I knew I've got the liquid on the go. And also, I don't want my clothes smelling of coconut all winter. So I'm going to put in 2 of the capsules because the washer's 2/3 full. I'm not going to put any Unstoppables in. And for fabric conditioner, where is it? I've still got a little bit of this left. I hope they bring it out this winter because it's gorge. Do you know what? It's going to be easier just to use the liquid, which I'm going to use. At the back, I've got Method Coconut. Anyway, I'm going to go eating today. Stress of like the last couple of days. I've had, what did I have? I've had summer. I've had a yogurt. I only remembered that because I looked over there, and it's ready to go in the recycling bin. So I've had that and a couple of grapes, and a mini roll, a Cadbury's mini roll, and it's like, well, it's late. It's like 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. So I need to have something to eat. Oh God, it's not helping that I don't feel well. I'm not going to have that. I was just checking the date. I don't want it to go off. I've got guacamole. I've got I didn't call it avocado, but guacamole is avocado. I meant to say hummus. I've got hummus. I've got profiteroles, but I'm trying to save them for tomorrow. So after Sunday lunch. It's like I don't know what. I didn't really buy myself much for the coming week for food. Like I've got cod in whatever, it's slightly dusted or whatever it is, and I've got 2 chicken breasts. Like that's like I didn't pick anything up specifically for today, and normally I'd pick up something for today. I haven't got anything specifically for tomorrow. I'm obviously going to make something, and that's all this crap that's going on. But I spent a lot of money yesterday because I got loads of extras. But I do have a frozen burger. I got these the other week and I wasn't overly impressed. I've also got some Linda McCartney vegetarian sausages. I haven't had these for ages, like years. So I've got them. Could have them with a baked potato and beans. I had that a lot last week. I've got some corn mince. And I've got some oven chips. So I could have fish and chips today and fish and chips Monday. Or little potatoes, I don't know. But I need to have something now. So I'm going to make a sandwich, I think. I've actually got some wraps. I'm going to make a wrap. So I don't know if I've ever shown these. I've not had them along. I've had them over a week. I've not actually even shown them on my Instagram because typically I would show them on my Instagram and I haven't, just because of what's going on. I don't think it's fair on the businesses to show it whilst my name's being slandered by another small business. But yeah, I've kept them. I've not used them because I want to be able to show people the amazing products that I've been buying. So I'm going to show them now. I love that you get a handwritten note. It's little things like that that I personally like from small businesses. I know it's not always possible if they're a bigger small business, like Ava May Aromas classes herself as a small business, but financially they're definitely not. I can understand if a business that size can't do little handwritten notes, but I just love little touches like that. So I got the Deep Sleep set. So you can buy these items individually. They have loads of different sets you can choose from. There's like a there's a one to do with muscle ease or something like that. And there's like a relaxing one that isn't deep sleep, but I wanted the deep sleep one because of my issues with sleeping. So these sets are normally £24, but the day I bought it was on offer for £20, and I also had a £2 discount, so I got it for 18 plus postage, and I think postage was reasonable, either £3 or £3.50, so it was like 21 or 21.50 for the set. And I've been following Birch & Bay for a very long time, and I am actually a fan of bath salts, and I've been using them lately. Like I showed you one today, but that's not the sort of bath salts I'm talking about. But I do like some bath salts, so I've got a jar of them. So it's quite a big jar. Does it say how many grams? It does, 425. That's like half a kilogram. And I have opened and smelled it. There's like an instruction leaflet in here. Oh no, the ingredients are on the back. There's like an instruction leaflet somewhere in there. Then there's a candle, and this candle is a massage candle. So you light it and then you can pour it into your hands and massage it into your temples and stuff. I'll see if I can get the lid off one-handed, and I can't. But here is the candle. It's a beautiful candle. It's got a slight bit of frosting on it, but that's probably because it's an essential oil. But other than that, it's a smooth candle. Really looking forward to it. I can smell, I'll just give you something to look at whilst I talk. I can smell the lavender. Now, I used to have a problem with lavender, but I found lately with these products where it's mixed with other ingredients, I don't mind it. But I always remember lavender from like growing up before my mum left, and she loved lavender and I hated it. So it just reminds me of my mum as well. And then I got the Deep Sleep pillow mist, but you can spray it in your room. I've actually tried this in my room because the first day I got it, I just washed my bedding and I didn't want to put it on the bedding, so I sprayed it in the room and I could barely smell it. But a couple of nights later I did spray it on my pillow and it is nice. It's totally different to this. I think I showed you all of the Noah stuff. I love amber glass bottles, so I believe this is a 100ml bottle, this is a 150ml bottle. I do love the shape of this. I like the spray, it's a very fine mist. They're probably from the same company, to be honest. There's not many companies doing this, so yeah. That could have ended badly, couldn't it? But yeah, I'm just trying to show you one brand at a time. I like to give them the attention they deserve. So yeah, I've not been able to show it just because, you know, this business Bird Burners is telling quite horrific lies, and she's got a little groupies following me, and I keep having to block them from my stories. Because obviously I know who's watching my stories, and if someone pops up, I just go on, and if they've got any connection, which I've just had to block someone else because they're a rep for her and they buy from the other businesses involved in this. So yeah, these are beautiful. I have smelt these. These are quite a strong one. It says 2 handfuls. So you'd probably get about 3 baths out of that. But yeah, really, really happy with this. Is my Noah order. So this is the one that I originally had. As you can see, there is a giant size difference. That's £9.99, that's £17.99. So for the extra £8, you're getting a much bigger candle, like it's more than twice the size. But I just want to show you, because I showed you on the last candle, look how smooth that is, how candles are meant to look. I want to show you another candle when I'm showing you this, but absolutely gorgeous. It's a double wicker, double wicked, but I like the double wicker. Smells absolutely gorgeous. I've just been taking pictures of it, so now I can use it. I didn't want to wait days to take pictures because I think I want to light that in my bedroom tonight. But yeah, this is the original one I got. So this would be good if you wanted to try the brand and you didn't know what to go for, you know, get something this size. This did last me quite a lot of sleeps because I think there's like 25 to 30 hours in here. But yeah, it's definitely worth the money. But for me personally, going forward, I will just buy the big one. Unless I want one if I'm like travelling or going on holiday, I would buy this one. So also, if you're thinking of buying from Noah, and I hope you do, I hope if there's someone watching this, you've got anxiety and you want some kind of relief from it, or you know, you just want to help something to make you calmer. This was my free candle, which I've shown you as well, but I just want to show you the comparisons in sizes. So these come in packs of 2 and they're £10.50, but you can't pick what scents you get. You get a random selection, but for £10.50 you're getting a bargain because you're getting free postage, and it's not too much smaller than that, and you're getting 2 of them. So I think my next order is going to be a pack of them, and then hopefully she'll send me what scents that I've not had, because she knows who I am and that we've talked, so she'll probably hopefully send me 2 that I've never tried. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the size differences if you're thinking of buying. And I would love to spray that right now, but I get a feeling it might send me to sleep. God, that sun's like, ooh. It's not very, it's dark over here and it's light behind me, so it's not the most flattering light, but I'm not staying in here. I'm not going to get much done today. I've realised that. I've just had something to eat, I've got the washing machine on, I've took some pictures mainly so I can use my giant candle in bed tonight, but also I want to burn this later on. When I sit and watch Casualty, I want to burn it. I've got some wax melts on at the moment that I'm about to change. Did I show you my Flossie's candle wax melts? No, I haven't, but check out my next vlog because I don't want to associate Flossie's candles with any negativity that I might talk about. But then again, Flossie's candles is probably my favourite wax melting, or my wax. She's my wax go-to person at the moment. Her wax melts are brilliant. This is what's happening with the Bird Burners candles. I did open a claim about this, but because I'd got the product, even though it wasn't as advertised. It's advertised as a luxury candle, and it sadly isn't. I wanted more than anything for these candles to be perfect. I didn't want to have a problem, but obviously because I've got a problem, she's turned out to be quite nasty, and she's going around telling the most vicious lies about me, and I'll never understand why she's done it. I will never understand it at all. When she replied to the PayPal claims, she put a lot of lies in. So just to make it clear, I've only ever opened cases with by one other company called House of Ashes because the products weren't as stated. I won 2 of the cases, 2 got closed, not in their favour. They got closed because the stress for what happened, you know, probably 8 weeks ago was so much, I forgot to respond to the case, and PayPal know that, and it just got closed. It didn't get closed in their favour, like she said. I'll never understand why she's done it. Maybe it's because she's so embarrassed about the quality or the poor quality of the candles. You know, this candle actually smells amazing, and it's an amazing jar. So, you know, of course I want the candles to be amazing, and sadly it isn't. And I've got one downstairs, but my problem was, I bought all these candles before I knew how bad they were, and there was only one order that I made, which I'm allowed a refund on, for the record. That was the only one I knew how bad it was, and she had told me she changed the wax, so I thought she's changed the wax, I'm going to get some amazing candles. But one as a gift, and I was really looking forward to giving it as a gift, because I was like, I know this person will buy more if it's a good candle. And it turned up and there was a weird pooling on one, there was a hole in the other, one was completely smashed and broken into lots of pieces, and you know, it was just a horrible experience. And now because I opened a case, she's telling all these horrific lies to a group of people, and they all came to my page and I can see who it was. I've screenshotted them all because they've never ever watched my stories before, and I knew what was going on, and I was told she'd basically gone in and played the victim again. She played the victim last time, but she's actually the one who's actually done the most damage. And you know, she used to play the victim with me, and I believed her at first, but there's only so many times you can play the victim before it becomes obvious to people you're not the victim, you're the one in the wrong. So one day her true colours will come out. I did notice she doesn't have any real life friends, and maybe this is why, because she's like this. Unfortunately, I keep saying, like, I can't understand why someone would do this, and it's because I wouldn't. So I automatically think, well, I wouldn't do it, so I can't comprehend how someone could be so vicious and lie to the extent that she's lying, and whatever's making her do it, you know, whatever's making her so unhappy that she feels the need to lie, I hope that she sorts out whatever it is that's making her act this way, because you know, she's ruining my life, she's making me anxious, she's making me depressed, all because I found fault with her products. Like, most people would be like, okay, I'm selling faulty products, I need to look at what I'm doing and maybe improve what I'm doing, and, you know, work behind the scenes on creating better quality candles. But she's not, she's just being vicious and lying about me, and I'm finding it so hard to deal with, and I don't understand it. I don't understand how someone could do this to me. So, it's been a few hours since I filmed. Joe, I was meant to do a lovely daily or weekend vlog. As you can see, I've rubbed part of my eyebrow off because, I mean, my eyebrow's still there, but you just can't see it because I had to have makeup on to show my brows because they're so light. But yeah, it was meant to be a little daily or weekend vlog, depending on what I got filmed or how I felt. But I stopped filming hours ago because this girl who I've never met, I bought some goods from, has carried on lying about me. Like I said, I had to open a case, and she sent this really this response full of lies, and the case went in my favour, and today she's gone on Instagram and said more lies and had people coming to my account, like Ava May Aromas. You might know of her because of Mrs. Hinch. She came and watched my stories. She doesn't have a clue who I am. I don't personally follow her. I used to follow her till a few months ago, but I don't buy from her personally, so I unfollowed her for several reasons. But she's come and watched my stories. Other people have watched my stories, and the people that are watching my stories, when I check, they're related in one way or another to this girl or the other businesses who also attacked me 7 or 8 weeks ago. But the main instigator of it all is this girl who I bought some candles from. This is, like, I've tried to carry on as much as I can. I've tried to ignore it. I've tried to, it's hard to ignore, but I try not to allude to it in my stories. I try and act like everything's okay, but it isn't okay. Nothing's okay, it really isn't. But I don't want to go on my stories and show how I really feel. But I feel like I'm lying to people, because a lot of people like me and like my Instagram account because I'm very open and honest about how I'm feeling. Like, I don't always go into details, but if I'm down, I'm able to go on there and say it. But for weeks I've not really said much about how I'm feeling, but they're tearing me apart. Her especially, because she's told the most lies about me from day one. When it all kicked off on the Friday, it was her and what she'd said about me, and she'd gone to these accounts and said I'd said things that I hadn't said, and I got a lot of abuse. And then the weeks following, I had people blocking me and unfollowing me and all sorts of other stuff, and it's been making me ill. I'm stressed out all the time, but I'm trying to carry on. I'm trying to get past it. I'm trying to ignore it. I'm trying to, you know, I don't really talk about it on my vlog channel. I don't want to. I don't want to sit here and go into it because it is upsetting. It is hurting me. It is, like, I feel intimidated and scared because I've got all these big accounts that, like, some I have followed or I do follow or I know of. So because I only follow like 60 something people, I don't follow a lot of people. I keep who I follow small because I just want to be able to keep up with the people that I follow. So for these big accounts to suddenly come to my page because she's going around lying, she's saying I've made orders and that I've said they're nice, and then I've turned around and like cancelled them or tried to get refunds, when she knows that's not true. I've had nothing but faults with her products, and she's saying that I've made loads of orders, and I haven't. 3 of the orders that I made before I even received my first order. So I ordered 2 small votive candles, and then I ordered a big jar candle, and then 3 days later another one, and I hadn't received any of the orders. I received these small votive candles, and I was burning one night, and it didn't burn to the edge. It tunnelled. Tunnel is when it leaves wax around the edge, and she spotted it on Instagram. I hadn't tagged her. I was just showing my candles, and she's like, "Is that my candle?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is." And she's like, "Oh, like it's tunnelled," or whatever she said, and then she offered to send me a replacement, and I said, "You don't have to do that, it's just a small candle." And then I was like, "I've got an order due," because she said she wanted to send me a replacement. So I said, "I've got an order due, you can put it in with that one." And she didn't, and the order turned up. About a week later or something, I burnt the big candle, and it left like an inch of wax all the way around. And I told her, and she's like, "I've just recently changed my wax. I think it's my wax." So I said, "I'll do a second burn," and I did it for 4 hours, and it cleared a little bit of it, but there was probably 3/4 of an inch of wax all the way around the edge, and it burnt like that all the way down. And then the wick started to move, so the wick was never central, it was at an angle. And I've still got that candle, I'm still trying to burn it, but there's a big chunk of it all the way around. So I she told me she'd changed a wax supplier, and she'd gone back to original wax. She said I shouldn't have changed waxes, and then she was constantly giving out discount codes on her stories. Like 1 minute she'd be giving out a 20% discount, next minute it'd be 40, then 30, and then like 25 and stuff. So then she had 2 candles on a website that I liked, and I wanted to buy one as a gift and one for myself, and there was a 35 or 40% discount, so I bought 2 candles, a mystery candle and a wax burner, and I was like, I'm buying one of these candles as a gift, can I have it by a certain date, which was well after, because she had I think she had sort of like a 10 working day turnaround or something, and it was well outside that date. But because her first 2 orders were very late, I just said, you know, just so you know, I want it for those dates. So it was the week where it all started kicking off on Instagram, and she was trying to befriend me, and it was very, very strange, and I didn't really tell her much. I was just in a really bad way with my physical health, and I weren't a very happy person. I was saying on stories that at times I'd felt bullied on Instagram over the last 6 months, and my former friend was telling everyone it was her that I was talking about, but I wasn't friends with her 6 months previous, and she hadn't even crossed my mind, because, you know, in the weeks leading up to that, I was pulling away from the friendship because I wasn't happy. Anyway, she sent the order, I think the day before it kicked off, and she'd put the wrong address. She'd messed the address up, and Parcel Force tried to get me to collect it, and they eventually delivered it on the Monday, where it was too late for me to take it as a gift. Luckily I didn't wait around for it because it was badly damaged, and the day after I opened the parcel on camera. I filmed it all completely on YouTube and on Instagram, because I like to open my parcels. I even took the tape off on camera because I thought, she sent this last week when she was causing problems for me. I'm concerned that there might be something missing from the order or something. I just felt something wouldn't be right, so I opened it up completely on camera, and it was really upsetting because there was one really badly broken candle, and like there was glass everywhere, and you could see when I opened the box there was no protective layer in it. There was just like one piece of bubble wrap on everything, like everything was in its own bubble wrap bag, and I'm just like, you can't send things like that. It's a miracle none of my other orders got smashed, because they just come in the worst protected packaging ever. And I took it out and there was glass everywhere, and I carried on filming. And then I took the second candle out, and there was this weird pooling to the top, and a wick was buried, and that couldn't have happened during transport. She'd sent it like that, and I just couldn't understand why she would send it out. She knew that one was the gift, and it was just horrific. And then the other candle had a weird hole in the top, and I didn't know what to do. I let the videos go up onto my Instagram on private, so only I think 8 people could see it. I didn't name her. It wasn't obvious where the parcel came from because there was no business card in there. There was nothing that alluded to her company. And then a week and a half later, I contacted her and told her, and she kind of made out, without actually saying it, that she thought I'd broken it myself. And I just couldn't deal with her anymore, so it was suggested I went to PayPal and did it by PayPal, and I kept forgetting to do it because I had to take pictures. And then I took pictures Friday night, and I opened the claim, and that's when she came out with a load of lies and threatened me. She said, if you don't do this, I'll do that. And I just thought, you will do it because I've not done anything wrong. And she went straight on Instagram because one of her followers and one of her brand reps started following me again, because they'd started to follow me. I followed them back ages ago. I unfollowed them, and then they started following me and watched all my stories, so I blocked them. I found out next day she'd told everyone that I'm falsely opening cases against her, and all she's done is sold me candles, and I told everyone they were wonderful. I haven't told anyone her candles are wonderful. I said they've looked good. Not the ones that I've received off her. When she was showing things, I would go, oh, go and check her out, she's got some nice candles, because they do look nice, they're vessels. And then I started getting big accounts like the Thompson Home. I had someone called Lexi Holt come and have a look, and she was one of the ones that attacked me that day when I was in my car crying. She sent me some really nasty voice messages. I had loads of people that I don't follow, who's never come to my profile before, come on my stories and watch me. I had to block them all. And then the claim went in my favour today, and then it started again with Ava May Aromas, and all sorts of other people associated with her came onto my account, and I just feel totally intimidated by it all. I don't know why she's doing this to me. I don't know why she's lying. Apparently she's making herself out to be a victim again. She did this last time. She did this to me when I knew her as well. She made out like there was something wrong with her, and she's like, oh, I don't want people to feel sorry for me, but, and then she'd constantly bring it up. So she did want people to feel sorry for her, and I honestly don't know why she's doing this. It's affecting me, it's making me ill. I'm not eating, I'm struggling to sleep. When I do sleep, I'm having horrific nightmares, and I don't know why she's doing it. Even if I'd done something, which I hadn't, I don't deserve this. I don't know what to do anymore. It's about 5:30, 4:30 in the morning, sorry. And I've not been to sleep. You hear like a noise in the background. That noise, it's my fan, because I'm hot but I'm cold at the same time. I can't sleep because of what's going on. It's just horrible. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. You know, they're just making stuff up about me, and they're talking about me, and at the end of the day, all I was to any of them was a customer. Data protection doesn't seem to exist with them, and they're just talking about me. And I've been named by the person who sold the dodgy candles, and I've got people coming to my profile who would never ever come to my profile and watching my stories. I've got the evidence to show that people you wouldn't think would get involved in something like this. I've barely slept in weeks, like probably 2 months, because of all this. I either constantly eat or don't eat at all. It's just horrible, and this person's constantly playing the victim when they're not the victim, they're the one that's causing it. I've never met anyone like this. I'm so tired, and I just wish I could go to sleep and never wake up again. That's literally how this is making me feel, and how it's making me feel for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's horrible. I'm absolutely shattered. So tired. I can't sleep because of what's going on, and the lies and the way they're making me feel. I just feel really scared. I felt scared for 7-8 weeks now. It's scary that people are saying these things about me. Look, there's the sun rise. I never look out of these curtains ever. horrible that people are lying about me. I felt nothing but scared, alone, frightened. I don't know who I can trust, I don't know who to talk to, I don't know who to turn to. I'm barely sleeping. It's horrible. It is so horrible. I hope no one ever has to go through this or be made to feel the way that I'm being made to feel, because it's horrible. I don't know who I'm meant to talk to or ask for help, because I can't cope with what they're doing. I just don't understand it. I just don't. I just was sat on the toilet crying. I don't think I would ever admit that to anyone in real life. Not that this is real life, but I don't want people knowing how much they're affecting me. But I just sat there crying and I couldn't stop. And I feel like I need a wee, but it